Hi, it's Cameron Bailey again. Um, I'm here tonight to sort of try my best to explain a series that I've been working on for a while called Nightmares in the Manor. Um, a lot of people, I've got a lot of questions ever since I started it, um, asking, like where did you come up with these crazy characters and where'd you get all these ideas and how'd you come up with it? But the thing is, see, I didn't come up with anything. It's Nightmares in the Manor. The series is based off of a recurring dream that, or I guess nightmare that I've had since I was around 6 or 7. It's been going on, pretty regularly for since I was 6 or 7, and that's what it's all based off of. The nightmare that I see, when I'm asleep. The manor is it's like my house, but it's kind of changed into like this whole like giant hotel, a very dilapidated hotel. If you could kind of imagine the one from The Shining, but way more, messed up and dilapidated and tore down and everything, broken windows, things like that. But it's a place in my dreams that I can go to quite often. Um, and it's just a giant mansion. I'm usually stuck inside. There's tons and tons of rooms inside of it, and there's all these keys and unlocked doors and doors that lead to nowhere and just all sorts of stuff. But the main the main thing everyone seems to be interested in is the bunnymen, which are more real to me than anyone could ever imagine. Everyone, everyone knows the bunnymen. Um, it seems to be some of everybody's favorite stuff. But they're an organization of something. They're always after me. They're some type of organization. Uh, Contrary to what people may think, those aren't actually their heads. Those are cheap rabbit masks that have a zipper on the back that they pull up. I've never seen what they look like in my dreams without the mask on, but they're always there. There's always a bunch of them at one time. They multiply uh, like crazy. They travel through mirrors, water, like anything reflective, basically. And they just stare at you and just they're terrifying. They really are, and that's why all of this is so real to me because I see them in my dreams quite often. Um, another Some of the other characters are the Red Rabbits. Um, the Red Rabbits. There are a lot of different rabbits inside of the manor, inside my head. The Red Rabbits you can always trust. They give me keys to different doorways in my nightmare, things like that, to unlock different doors. They kind of lead the way sometimes and show me kind of where I need to go because I always feel like I'm looking for something or trying to go into like a certain room or a certain place, just something. But the Red Rabbits, you can always trust them, and they're always there to help out. So the Red Rabbits are always a good sign. Next, we have the Dancing Lady, which everyone seems to be a pretty big fan of. There's two different versions of her, but the Dancing Lady, she poses no threat whatsoever. She was one of the first characters I saw when I was a kid in my nightmare. She just dances outside. She used to be like a burlesque dancer, but she got murdered, and she's just a ghost now. She's lost and she's wandering and just, but she's completely nice and everything and always helpful in my nightmares. But that's why half of her face is messed up and the other half is completely normal. Is because she was so used to being this beautiful, beautiful dancer in life, and now that she's dead, it just shows the other half of her face, which is completely, messed up and corrupted and looks bad. And it's just kind of showing the two different sides of this woman who, at one point, I assume was alive. I don't know, but that's the dancing lady, at least. Um, Next up, you got the Hellhounds. Um, the Hellhounds are they're outside the manor because I can go outside of the manor in my nightmares if I need to. Only in the backyard though, never in the front. But either way, yeah, the hellhounds they run around in packs. They're very vicious. They will literally eat you alive. They can form into three like a Cerberus sort of. They will form into these three-headed dogs if they need to. They're just these vicious wild animals that live in the forest behind the manor. And the forest is filled with tons of creatures. These weird monkeys. There's vampires. There's werewolves. So I don't ever enter the forest in my nightmares. Let's just leave it at that. Um, I mean, but there's all sorts of things in the manor. There's ghosts that I have to battle against a lot. Just all these weird things. But it's just this recurring nightmare that I've had forever, and that's what it's all based off of. And the last one here is Wisp, which you've all probably seen. Wisp is sort of like my pet in my nightmares almost. Like not she, she kind of shows up when you need her, and she can walk through walls. She's essentially just smoke is all she is. She can disappear whenever she needs to, or be there whenever you need her to be there. And she's just a cat, and she's just there to help out when she can. Trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, there's all sorts of weird things. Like you can never look under a bed in the nightmares, because if you look under a bed, then all these arms reach out and try and grab you and pull you under and shit. And let's see. Like I said, there's all these different types of ghosts. Some look like real, legit see-through ghosts, and some are very pixelated, like a Pac-Man ghost would be. Um, but yeah, it's just it's a recurring nightmare that I've had for a very, very long time that doesn't seem to go away, and I don't think it's gonna go away until I figure out whatever it is that I'm supposed to be figuring out. Because I mean, all dreams and all nightmares have meanings in some way or another. So, but yeah, that hopefully that'll explain a good bit of where Nightmares in the Manor comes from, which is completely from my mind while I'm sleeping, and it's just my representation of, of what I see in my nightmares. So, but yeah, thanks.